me a place in the sun.
Thank you, Taryn. Our opening words today are called a Mabon chant. Beneath the amber's moon's soft gleam, in twilight's embrace where realms convene, with acorns, apples, and leaves of gold, Mabon's blessings, ancient and bold. In the season of balance and grace, we gather here in this sacred space to honor the earth, the sky, the sea. Mabon's magic, so mote it be. With gratitude deep and hearts aglow, we celebrate the harvest flow. By ancient ways and witches' art, we weave our spells with a loving heart. As day and night stand equal and fair, Mabon's energy fills the air. With wisdom old and spirits new, on this sacred eve we release our fear. In harmony with nature's song, Mabon's blessing to all belong. By earth and fire, water and air, we embrace Mabon's timeless care. I would like to invite Anne Marie and Daryl Toady to please come up and light our chalice as we recite our chalice opening words. They will be on they're in your order of service and they will be on the screen. The hours of day and night are in balance. In honor of earth-centered traditions that celebrate this time of year, we observe that the flaming chalice holds the elements of the four directions: earth, air, fire, and water. The lamp oil for earth, the air that feeds the flame, the fire that we light, and the chalice itself, the cup, the symbol of water. We light our chalice and reflect on the balance we seek in our lives, the balance we seek in our hearts, we seek in our world. Those words are by Sharon Wiley. So if you'll now please rise in body and or spirit for our opening song. It is an insert in your order of service. The words are also on the screen, In the Sweet Fields of Autumn. the spirit of love and fellowship, we now greet the holy in our midst by briefly greeting those around us, especially those we do not know.
All right, good morning, friends. Do we know what today is? Sunday. It is Sunday. Good job. It is also the autumn equinox.
That's Monday.
That's Monday?
That's Monday.
Well, tomorrow's the autumn equinox.
Close enough.
Close enough. Well, today's service is about the autumn equinox. Do we know what the autumn equinox is? No? Well, what's autumn? What's autumn another word for? Fall. So it's the first day of fall. What does equinox sound like? Equal. Tomorrow is the first day of fall. I know, it doesn't feel like it, right? It's still kind of warm outside. No, it's no longer summer. Today's the last day of summer. Oh. So whose favorite season is summer? Raise your hand if your favorite season is summer. March is spring. Whose favorite season is fall? Raise your hand if your favorite season is fall.
Is Halloween in fall?
Yes, Halloween is in the fall. Yeah? All right, are we ready to read a story about the autumn equinox? All right. So this is the light of the harvest moon, and the pictures are up there. Are all of them up there?
All but one.
Okay.
And the one that's not up there doesn't have writing.
Okay. All right. The harvest moon shines tonight. Do we know what harvest means? What's harvest? Gracie. Yep, we harvest the plants when farmers pick all the plants that have been growing all summer. All right, so that's why this time of year is very important. Everyone is still at work on Apple Farm Hill. The corn is ripe since late summer, and the men and boys carry the last of it in burlap bags to the corn crib. Around midnight, one weary farmer crosses the road and walks slowly towards his house. He will try to sleep, though the harvest moon still shines brightly. Oh. The cows and the sheep stand very still. They stare up at the orange-yellow ball. which floats at the bottom of the sky like a big round balloon. The animals talk to the moon, but she does not answer. Their low moos and high-pitched baas the wind speaks softly at first, then louder. Swish, swish, swish. She delivers gusty blasts of air over the fields and farmhouse. Orange, yellow, and crimson leaves swirl and twirl and dance in the sky until a cloud of leaves settles in the pumpkin patch. When the gusts subside, leaf people emerge from the pile. First come grown-ups, then come children, and then pets. The leaf people find a clearing and begin decorating tables with maple leaf placemats, golden mums, and pumpkin centerpieces. Shh. Hurry before the children return, says Mother in a red dress. While the grown-ups prepare, the children play on the nearby hillside. They bob for apples, juggle acorns, string popcorn necklaces, and weave wreaths of gold and rust-colored leaves. The best game of all is stacking pumpkins. One boy says, "I can stack 6 pumpkins. I can stack 10, boasts another. Watch that doesn't topple over, warns a child. Too late. All the pumpkins roll down, down, down the hill. Catch them! Stop them! Children shout. They chase the runaway pumpkins down, down, down the hill, right into the middle of a party, a dessert party. Surprise, sing mothers and fathers, aunts and uncles, grandmas and grandpas. A grandma gathers the children around. Today is the autumn equinox. The hours of daylight and darkness are equal, and fall begins. Fruits, vegetables, and grains are harvested. Leaves turn the colors of jewels. We get to eat pie. Everyone laughs, then they feast on the sweetest treats from the fall harvest: pumpkin, apple, pear, and pecan pies. Under the light of the moon, a daddy raises his glass of cider and toasts to the new season. When the last bite of pie is eaten, the leaf people pack everything up, join hands, and wait. Hold on, children. There is still fun to be had. The moon closes its eyes and goes to sleep, but the wind awakens from its slumber and delivers a gusty blasts of air. Swish, swish, swish. The wind blows the leaf people out of the clearing, out of the pumpkin patch, into the crisp, moonlit night. The next morning, the sun shines on the apple farm. The farmer is in the farmhouse. The cows and sheep are in the barn. The leaves are in the pumpkin patch. Everything is in its place. But if you look carefully, you will know the leaf people were there. What do we see from the leaf people?
Pie.
Yeah, we saw the pie. Are we ready to go downstairs?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Good morning. My name is Ann Harrington, a member of the pastoral care team. As we gather today, we pause to reflect on what lies in our hearts. In this time of sharing, we take a moment to recognize our personal joys and sorrows and to read from the book of joys and sorrows those personal life events you have chosen to share with us. Do we have any sorrows online?
No, ma'am.
Do we have any joys online?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. We do have a couple in the book. From Karen Crouch and Alice Traylor, Joys of Gratitude for Another Successful Community Meal this previous Thursday. Thank you to all who volunteered. And from Miriam, whom we usually know as Miriam Andrews-Ullman, now Miriam Hunter, who shares that her marriage to Jim was this last Saturday. It was a beautiful day full of love, laughter, and dancing, and we're so happy for you, Miriam. For what has been shared, and for what remains in the quiet sanctuary of our hearts, we are grateful. Let us become aware of the energy that brings us together in beloved community as we share a time of silent meditation. May we open our minds and hearts to a place of quiet, to a silent prayer for the healing of pain and the comfort of love. You are invited to come forward and light a candle during the musical meditation that follows the silence.
was beautiful. Thank you. Good morning. I'm Lori McCullum. This congregation is a theologically diverse religious community with membership open to all who are in accord with our values, mission, and vision. Our congregation is entirely self-governed by the democratic process. One of the privileges of our free church tradition is to provide all of the financial support for ourselves and our many ministries from among ourselves. Generosity, therefore, is one of the spiritual values we recognize as central to our personal and our institutional well-being. This month's undesignated plate offering will go towards the UUA. We invite you now to participate in the blessing of giving as the ushers come among you to accept the gifts of the congregation. Please be as generous as you are able. For all the gifts of time and treasure that you give this congregation with sincere gratitude, we thank you. I'd also like to say thank you to the musicians in our congregation today. Thank you.
The sun on its journey through the wheel of the year reaches a point of balance. The corn is gathered in, the middle of harvest of fruit hangs ready for the picking. The time of daylight and the time of darkness rest against one another, and day will yield its year's work done. All is fulfilled and rest approaches. Let us celebrate the harvest. Give thanks to Mother Earth for all of her bounty. Let the ground rest. Clear away what has died and process it back to the elements, and so to the earth. The wheel turns on through rest to rebirth of life again. And we, who follow the wheel through the year, let us pause. This is the time for reflecting on the year of our life. This is a time of preparation for peace and a time of rest. Look back at the spring equinox. What did we sow and what have we reaped? What plants have borne fruit and what has not grown? Rejoice in the positive and take what has failed to be burnt on the fire of experience. Leave the way clean and clear and ready for a new year returning. The nights close in. The focus of life comes in from the summer to gather around the hearth and talk. Time to rest. A time to plan. A time to prepare the mind, thinking of what needs to be done, how life can be improved. A time to turn to learning or crafting. A time of gentle preparation. It is a time of celebration and thanksgiving. This is Mabon. Fall has always been a season of paradoxes. It's a time of bountiful harvest, even as the natural world moves towards darkness and decline. It is also perhaps the most spiritual season of the year for me. It reflects the beginning of our internal descent from the nourishing bounty of the sun towards the barren darkness of winter. Yet it's also a time to let go of that which no longer serves us. And it's a time to embrace the light of rebirth that is the promise of winter as it drives life underground. Autumn is also easily my favorite part of the year. The days have cooled down. The leaves are starting to turn, and the world is busy preparing for winter. But there's something magical about those brisk, clear days. The first smell of the wood stove or the fireplace, the first frost, the sounds of the Canadian geese overhead as they pass on their way south, the pumpkin and cider stands on the roadways. School has started. Yay! Right, Lucy? School started. My kids, I have one still in school, and I'm always so happy when it starts. But that is the seeds that I have grown, the seeds that I have harvested, and now they are growing and harvesting their own seeds. But somehow, the world knows that winter is necessary, and the long preparation for the cold of winter, the preparation which is autumn, is a beautiful, necessary part of the world. If you take some time during the fall season to reflect on your life intentionally, it has been found that it benefits you greatly. Old business can be resolved and released. New understanding can emerge, and we clear a path within ourselves for the insight and clarity that potentially emerged through the winter season. Winter is the time that we sit within, in the silence and in the stillness, to discover our inner essence. By preparing ourselves well through autumn, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, winter can be a very transformative season. So you can do what I do. I've talked of this before. For those of you who don't know me, I journal a lot. Some say too much. But I get a journal in the fall, and I'll write down things that I reflect upon, things that I have harvested, things that didn't grow. And I try to take a little bit of time each day, or I set aside a few hours on a weekend to consciously review my life. And I challenge you to do the same. So here are some questions that I ask myself, especially now. What has happened in this past year of my life? How have I grown? What have I learned? What longs to pour out of my heart, to be expressed, to be felt, to be nurtured? How have I contributed to the rest of the world? What is ready within me to be released? This one's hard for me. What positive qualities do I see within myself? I'm my own worst critic. And of course, what am I grateful for? And you probably have a bunch more questions that you can ask yourself. You know yourself. But I challenge you to explore these questions, to take the time to write them down. Honor the reflective time of this year that we're in, and you'll find yourself attuned to nature, the seasons, and to your inner self. Now, I would like you to indulge me. Take in a deep breath and slowly exhale. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest as you begin to settle into this moment of stillness. With each breath, feel your body becoming more relaxed, your mind quieter, and your heart more open. Allow the busyness of your day, of your week, to gently melt away as though it is evaporating into the air around you. Give yourself permission to simply be here, fully present, fully at ease. If you haven't done so, close your eyes. Begin to visualize. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a serene autumn forest. The air around you is crisp and cool, filled with the refreshing energy of the season. A gentle breeze pushes against your skin, carrying with it the earthy sense of fallen leaves and damp soil. Take a step forward into that forest, feeling the soft crunch of leaves beneath your feet. With each step, you feel yourself moving further and further away of the noise and the stress of daily life, and deeper into a sanctuary of calm and renewal. In your mind, look around. Take in the vibrant beauty of autumn. The trees are ablaze with hues of deep red, burnt orange, gold yellow, and warm brown. Their leaves flutter gently in the breeze, some breaking free and floating gracefully to the ground. Notice how the sunlight filters through the canopy above, creating shifting patterns of light and shadow on the forest floor. Each leaf seems to tell a story, a quiet reminder of the passage of time and the beauty of change. Pause here. Take a breath. Feel the fresh, invigorating autumn air fill your lungs. It is cool yet comforting, revitalizing yet calming. And as you exhale, imagine releasing any tension or stress you're holding in your body. Visualize it as dry leaves carried away by wind, leaving you feeling lighter and freer. Now focus on the sounds around you. Listen to the soft rustling leaves as the wind moves through the branches. Its soothing, rhythmic melody, as though the forest itself is breathing. In the distance, you can hear the gentle trickle of a stream, its water flowing over smooth stones. Birds singing softly, their calls blending seamlessly with the forest serene soundscape. Each sound invites you to sink deeper into this tranquil moment. Feel the ground beneath your feet. It's firm yet soft, blanketed by layers of fallen leaves that have cushioned each step. Take a moment to connect with this earth. Imagine roots extending from the soles of your feet, reaching deep into the soil. These roots ground you, anchoring you firmly to the earth, providing stability and support. Feel this grounding energy flowing up through your body, calming your mind, and fortifying your spirit. Autumn is a time of transition and transformation, a gentle reminder that change is a natural part of life. Like the trees releasing their leaves, you too can let go of things that no longer serve you. What are you ready to release? Perhaps it's a worry, a fear, a lingering doubt. Take a deep breath in, gathering those thoughts, and as you exhale, imagine letting them go, leaving you feeling lighter, freer, and at peace. The sun's golden rays wrap around you in a gentle, comforting embrace. This light reminds you that even amidst change, there is stability and beauty to be found. Allow yourself to fully immerse in this moment, welcoming the balance of release and renewal. When you're ready, begin to bring your awareness back to the present moment. Feel the surface you're resting on, the steady rhythm of your breath, the gentle sounds of the space around you. Take a moment to stretch if it feels good. A good stretch. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. My wish for you is to carry this sense of calm and connection with you for the rest of your day, the rest of your week. I'd say the rest of the month, but that's almost over. So the rest of October. Just like autumn, every moment holds the potential for transformation, balance, and beauty. So I do want to tell a quick little brief story about something that I planted this past spring that is growing. It's not ready to harvest yet, but it's growing. I made a decision this past spring to take a relationship that I had with somebody, and we've had a hard time with each other. Oil and water, fire and ice. And I decided I was going to change this relationship. And I talked to that person, and we decided we were going to change this relationship. First, we had to cut off all those dead leaves, things that were festering, words that were said, actions that were taken. Because, frustrations grow when things are dying and decaying. And on both sides, things were dying and decaying. And we all know it only takes one rotten apple to ruin the bunch. And we weren't going to let that happen. We're both learning. We're both growing. We're both working with each other. I've had to take a step back a few times, allow myself a moment but then to be spiritually watered here in this place and be reminded that if I want this relationship to grow, it needs to be fed with the mutual belief born out of respect and necessity, not to mention the genuine interest on both sides to see where this new growth is going to take us. And it's starting to come to fruition. It's getting ready to be harvested. I didn't do this alone. I had the help of the other person. I had the help of you, all of you. Maybe not in any verbal way, but just by you allowing me to be here and to be balanced and to allow me to be me. You have been part of my growth. I've decided that I've wanted to work on this because I have a very deep desire to be a better person, to be a better friend. And I'm glad that this other person also decided to work on this with me. Is it a perfect relationship? Oh God, no, it's not. Will it be someday? I feel like it will be. This is something that is going to have to be grown and tended to and harvested when it's ready. But I feel like we together are creating a space of friendship and belonging with one another, which is helping me and this other person create a better place for both of us and for everybody that is in our orbit. I am committed. They are committed. And we are looking forward to seeing where things go. I'm ready to put in the work, and I feel as the other person is too. So, today has been interesting. I wasn't supposed to do this whole service by myself. And I appreciate you all indulging me and allowing me to lead you through a little bit of a meditation. It is a meditation that I listen to in the fall. I have a lot of them that I listen to. And I appreciate your patience with me today. And before I end my reflection, I want to share a poem that I found on the UUA website by Viola Abbott. It is called The Growing Darkness. As we move deeper into the season, there are some things that we know. Fall brings a growing darkness that we cannot escape. The leaves on the trees and the blades of grass try on new suits of yellow, orange, red, and brown. Life around us slowly retreats and goes to sleep. In the rest before the renewal, the earth will remain waiting, waiting, waiting for the time that they are returned to us, the warmth and the light. We welcome the Holly King in this season. We say goodbye to the green man, but not goodbye for good. So now, a weird segue, but if you will all please join me in my favorite hymn. Thank you, Gates, for indulging me. Number 1064, Blue Boat Home, in the teal hymnal, which should be the only hymnal that you have, and the lyrics are up on the screen. announcements. You can be seated. I'm not going to tell you when to stand or sit. Do what you want. Okay, so we do have a few announcements. I do want to say before I talk about any of these announcements, I highly recommend you to take a look at the newsletter. There is a lot of information there, especially about these announcements that I'm going to talk about. So next Sunday at 9 o'clock in the morning, or 9 o'clock before service, right, Mindy? Yeah. Multimedia presentations from Adult RE, including meditation, gentle music, and a time for yourself. Please contact Mindy with any questions. And then also next Sunday after service, and that will be Michelle's first service with us, is our quarterly vegetarian potluck, as well as the Happy Humanist Book Club. Do we know where that book club's going to be? Is it going to be upstairs? We believe in the boardroom, but guess what? Check the newsletter. I bet you it'll tell you there. 10/4, October 4th. The NAMI Walk. We will be having a team for this. See Lisa Campbell. Lisa, are you here today? Okay. So if you know Lisa Campbell, or you can email the office at uucqc.org. They can help you. Community gathering sponsored by Pastoral Care on Monday, October 4th at 6 p.m. to join fellow members and friends in sharing our feelings brought forth by the events in our country. And then there is a public hearing on Take Action for Iowa's Clean Water on Zoom on 9/23 at 2 p.m. You can see Lori McCullum with any details. Lori's in the lovely young lady back there. And finally, I believe this was announced last week, correct? Okay. Our Sip and Savor is on October 11th. So this is on Friday, October 11th from 5:30 to 8. Saturday. Oh, it says Friday in here. Sorry, Saturday. I should know that because the 10th is October, and that's my birthday, and that's a Friday. And I've taken that day off. So enjoy an evening of food, music, and fellowship. Tickets are $30 in advance and $35 at the door. Seating is limited, so don't wait to save your spot. Tickets will be available downstairs after church or online. And there's a QR code in the flyer. It's also posted on the website, and I bet you anything it's posted in the newsletter. Read the newsletter. Oh, it'll get in there this week. Finally, there are more announcements on the back of your order of service. So, where are we? Chalice, thank you. We're going to go ahead and extinguish our chalice. So if you would like to join me in the unison reading, that would be awesome. As we extinguish our chalice, let us remember the light and our voice in equilibrium for a brief pause in cosmic dance. May we pause today to breathe deeply the air of inspiration. Feel the warmth of the fiery sun of passion on our skin. Drink deeply from the waters of the well belonging, and touch the sacred grounding earth beneath our feet. May we find the balance we need today and every day. Amen. Aho, and blessed be. My final words. First of my final words is a short poem from Malani Udate called Autumn. Autumn. Leaves turn color. Seasons painted quickly. The air completes the tapestry. Mabon. And finally, I love the idea that Autumn is wrestling with her inner demons, especially as Halloween nears. While most of the time she is busy creating beauty and magic with her leaves, she still holds a dark spark as she frightens the sun, demands even more darkness, so she can haunt longer. It's all in fun. Blessed be, my friends, and I hope that you take time to enjoy the beauty of autumn as well as take time to prepare for the upcoming winter.